there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it to. It's that time of the week again. It's Subs Replay Saturday. And today we've got three rippers coming up for you. We've got Win, 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 Win. A name so good they had to say it 4 times. In the T6 Dracula on Fort Despair, we have Danaal Freak in the AMX 5120, the French Connection on Middleburg, and good old friend of the channel, Karpinen _ Timu 93, or as I like to call him, the Fish God. He's driving the T57 Heavy on Mines, probably my second least favourite map in the entire world, universe, etc. Big news for me yesterday. One of the reasons why I always do a video every day of the week. However, yesterday we had to pull up stumps because my silent partner, or my not so silent partner, my offsider, best mate and Mrs. Bushka, she managed to smash up her ankle. Very unfortunate there, so we spent some time in the emergency room. She's in a lot of pain at the moment. She's broken the ankle. We'll have to get through that. So we had a break in play. I'll try and remedy that with an extra video over the next couple of days. We'll see how we go. This is a great one because this is the Dracula, driven as I really enjoy it. Now, I think this pound for pound is so much a better tank than the CDC because it's a tier 7 tank. So it faces tier 7 tanks all the time, and sometimes indeed faces nothing but tier 7 tanks, which is glorious because it's faster and it's quicker and it's got just this special kind of blend of lunatic self-assurance because it's black and it looks like the Batmobile, and die-hard speed. And you can see here, Win, 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 Win is doing, I'm just going to call him Winner, the winner, is doing his level best to inflict damage, and even though we're only really about a minute into the action, he's pretty much firing on the reload and smashing. This is a Dracula played correctly. Next time you see a Dracula, point him along to this video because what they generally like to do is press forward and not stop pressing forward till they reach the garage. In other words, they YOLO into the opposition spawn, see if they can get the scouting medal, or as my good friend Positive Waves, patron and Irish Don One likes to call it, the Medal of Shame, the Badge of Shame. They get the scouting medal by driving into all the other tanks, which is no way to win or complete a mission. But you can see Winner is absolutely, I can't believe I missed this out. Winner is chicken dinner. He is loving life, living large, and he's not left this little nook and cranny of Fort Despair, which is traditionally not a map that you would expect to see a no-armor, super fast, big as a house tank doing well in, but he is racking up the damage. This T29 is paying for it in spades. He has not been allowed to get off scot-free. Even though they have moved a tank up, they have an awful lot of low hit point tanks, and it is no actual joke to say that the reason that is the case is because of this monster here. Look at it, and now he's unleashing the true Dracula. Take that, Helsing. You've got no chance. Another one gone. Doesn't manage to run into anything at all, so you've got to know right then and there that he's not a real Dracula driver. Any Dracula driver worth his salt would have come around there, shot one tank, run into a wall, and got blown the hell up. Pushing on upwards, there's the T23E3. Great tank, but it's American, which means that it's got a butt that is quite soft. There you go. We'll have a full damage roll into that. Have another one. Thank you very, very much. Don't mind if I do. And ta-ta, rolls for 98. That's got to be disappointing. Because that's like about 30 millimeters of armor that he was just aiming at. The dispersion required to miss that at this point. Look at that. He's just trying to throw a few Dracula moves in at the end to make us feel like it's a real deal. That is a monstrously large game from a monstrously fast tank, which was in fact played in a very conservative and sedate fashion. Let's see how much damage. 4,631 damage. He's got the, got all the bits, all the bobs, all the bells, all the whistles. Excellent game from the man from Xenon. For those of you who are wondering what's up next, well, you don't have to wonder long. It is Danaal Freak. And he's got a little bit of list going on in the back there. I put that on because the soundtrack was actually sounded like Japanese techno. And as much as I love a bit of variety and spice in my life, I'm about as partial to Japanese techno as I am to a foot to the face. But he has gone hill, and that's what I love about this man. We fight for hills, we do not fight for holes, and he is up there, and he's put on his potion of invisibility, his cloak of invisibility, and that T-54 has just decided, nah, can't see him. He's French. Look, he's got camo on, he's blending into the background. I'm going to drive away. I don't know what's hitting me. I'm just going to let it bash me for a bit, and then, oh, doesn't work so well with the Leopard 1, though. The 5120 is the Tier 9 French heavy tank. Not much heavy about it. You saw it got up here like a ran up a drain pipe. That T-54 has decided he's going to come back and pay him back for all the transgressions he suffered at the hands of the autoloader. Not far removed. Probably about 30 seconds ago, he could have turned around and just shot the poor bugger in the side. Decided against that. I hope you love the classical bent of this one. I'm certainly enjoying a little bit of something different. That T-54 is finally moving up. We have another heavy tank, though. You can see just to the north of us. That was an extremely ambitious effort there. HE in the back of most tanks is a good idea. Not in the back of a Jagdpanzer E100. The giant elephant does not take kindly to high explosive. There is nowhere you're penning that thing. It moves slowly because run away! Run away very, very, very quickly. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Great plan there. Anytime you see an FV215B 183 and you are in a French heavy tank, get the hell out of town because his Hesh can penetrate you for a full roll of love. That means you can cop up to 1,600 damage, and considering you only have 1,750 damage, that's bad, okay? You've got a whole lot of hope here if you are the AMX 5120 that he is actually going to hammer the E75 who was up there first, and that's exactly what happens, and he's fired on him first, so you know that he's on a reload. This T-54 has had a game to forget. You're hoping you pass before the reload is done, and that is one thing that the 5120 can do. It is motor. And look at this, he's passed him now. That turret on the 183 only partially traverses. As we move into the string section and the woodwind combining in a fantastic bit of Hungarian Rhapsody, you can see the goose-like turret, the oscillating turret of the 5120 making sweet reload love to the 183 as they dance a fantastic tango in Budapest. And he's done. He's knocked him. He's finished. Onwards and upwards. Don Our Freak has held the line up the top almost single-handedly and absolutely laid out the justice for all to see. Now, there is an IS-7 left, though, which is bad news because they are nasty, nasty things. And that T-62A, I don't know exactly where he thought he was going, but it wasn't the right way in the end. There's one free one. Come on. Oh, stop. Well done. Stops for you. That was unexpected. But 3-1 is good. The only problem is now that you're on a full reload and you are, in fact, a one-shot for the IS-7. Don't worry about that, though, because the IS-7's gun handling can make a grown man cry. And if you're of any sort of sense, you're a big chance all the same. So let's see how the young man goes. Now, this is a worry. The IS-7 is actually not playing like an idiot. He's going to cap the B cap, which means that they will be going ahead on points if he can then sneak around and get A. And it's going to force our man, the Frenchie, to actually get off the hill, come down, and liaise with the commoners in town. He's not there, mate, because he really isn't there. He's going to be coming around that corner soon, though, you'd hope. So you just settle up. The worst thing that can happen here is if he sees A start going off. The tick-tick boom will be tremendous. I'm not a particular fan of this position, but I got to say, he's played it to within an inch of its life so far, and you'd have to think he knows exactly what he's doing. Not sure what's going on there. Black screen. We're back. They're up on cap points. That IS-7 should have just driven into A and had a whale of a time. If I was the Frenchman, I'd probably pull back here, hide behind a bit of scrub, and just wait for the IS-7 to make a mistake. There he goes. Well, he hasn't made a mistake. He's made exactly the right move. He's gone to B, waited like a cat with the cream, and then actually lured in the Frenchie. He's got no choice. The AMX 5120 has to push now. But he's playing a very sneaky game. He says, anything you can do, I can do better. And he's going to take the B cap without engaging the IS-7. Oh, this is almost like Kasparov and that other bloke going hammer and tong over the ivory and the ebony chess set of justice. Middleburg is anyone's. That is not the right direction. Drive away very, very quickly. Just drive away. You've got this in the bag. All you have to do is not get hit, and it is a win for the good guys. Can you do it? Oh, look at him. What a machine. Now, and he gets the kill into the bargain. Well played, Don our freak. Massive, massive game from the AMX 5120. Made full use of the speed, the burst damage, everything. A much-deserved mastery in high caliber, despite the fact he only got the 3 kills, 5.5k damage, 1825 base XP. All those base caps and the fact that it was a tier 10 game, they that an absolute monster. And we're going to say goodbye to Mr. List, and we're going to go on to the dulcet tones of the T57 Heavy and my good mate Karpinen _Timu 93, otherwise known as the Fish God. And that's what we're going to be calling him here. God is pushing up very, very hard towards the top of the hill, but he's not going all the way over. Now, I'm a big fan of this move because there is money to be made in people that want to push the hill, like that T62A or anyone else. If you've got a sprinkling of gun depression and a little bit of common sense, you can certainly, there you go. Who did not see that deletion coming on that 62A? How many times have you been the guy that's decided, no, I can definitely make it across there? Who could possibly be looking at the only place on the map that anyone can shoot anyone? I'll just go forward. And bang, that's all she wrote. Probably very, very deserved. Hopefully that young 62A learns his lesson and never does that ever, ever again. And it's one of the reasons why I say, if you're in a medium, don't bother going hill. Well, that is a very, very friendly way to meet an E100. Preferably looking away from you, just in a bit of a muddle. Takes another one, goes for the lower glacis. E100 is trying to angle those cheeks. If you're wondering what he was doing, he's not actually playing terribly. He was trying to angle the cheeks away, thinking that he would be able to get away with it and not have any troubles at all. Unfortunately, his cheeks were not correctly angled, and he did get penned. The Fish God's up, though. Here we go. He's into him again. Oh, he needs to get far closer to that wall, the E100, and if he's not right up on that wall, then that is not going to make any difference at all. And a triple clip twice from the Fish God sends him down to the Davy Jones locker. Blah, 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 blah. E100 gone. Hitler's Derposaurus is no more, but they've still got plenty of hit points to get through. You might hear the sound does sound slightly out of it on this one. I may have to actually continue with the Hungarian Rhapsody from List. We'll see how we go with that one. That's the FV215B. Now, the video that I missed out on doing was a Tier 10 Know Your Nasties on the heavy tanks. And the 215B is obviously a heavy tank at Tier 10, and it's one of the ones that I was going to feature and talk quite extensively about because it's a quite misunderstood vehicle. I've always had a bit of an antsy relationship with that thing. It does do very, very well in the right situation, but it is... It's paper thin. I mean, it's got a lot of problems going on for it there. Oh, look at this. The grill is mountaineering at the back. He's trying to find somewhere to climb up there. You know, unfortunate. Obviously, just a good player out of luck. 3 left, 4 left, 4 on 4. This one's going to come down to the wire, and he's on the reload here. Now, the 57 Heavy is probably, in my opinion, a little bit unders compared to the AMX 50B, but you can see it's being used absolutely superbly here by the Fish God. He's getting around. He's using full clips. He's relocating because it is fairly agile for a big tank. He's relocating all the time and getting shots in on the nasties all over. Now, the IS-7 is a bugger of a thing. Very, very hard to pen. That Grill A15 needs to come and join in the fun. There is still a 183 though, and he's fully cognizant of the fact that a 183 will mess... Oh, he just dodged one from the right there. You've got to think that was a big load of love from the 183. You can hear the sounds of battle going on all over the place here. Lots of people interested in doing damage to other people, as well they should. I don't know what that grill did. I actually do. I think the grill shot heat into the wall that the IS-7 was next to. And if you shoot heat into an object like a wall or a bit of rock or a bit of wood, it will absorb the full load of the shell and it will not hit the target. And I'd love to say that he's a numpty for doing that, but guess who knows that, because they've done it enough times to write a book about it. That would be me. It's now 2-on-2. E75 looking to push up there. The fish guy just looking to try and save his good mate, the T62A, who is the well-known player underscore 461326565, famed throughout the lands for his amazing skill and his good judgment. And that's all good because Bob is on the other team. J-Bob, who's one of the best Bobs that money can buy. J-Bob is pushing hard and heavy. He's coming. He knows there is one more left in that clip. And Timu does exactly what I would have done in the same situation, which is sneak a reload in there while J-Bob thinks you have one left. So he doesn't actually push up too hard, because it was very unlikely that he was going to get that last shot off without also taking one from the 183, because he was obviously looking straight at him. And now he's in a situation where he's going to push around. He's got 2 in the clip. Gets 1 into the 75, needs 1 more for the 75 to get the guarantee. Oh, no, that's tough, because now he has to roll a ridiculously high number to win. Gets over, and the grill cards 00 says, ah ha 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 ha. Just so you know, that's the same grill that was looking into the mountain, attempting to climb it while getting shot in the back and spotted from all over. So I'm not sure why he's laughing and chortling. The only idiot in the room is him. And everyone's pointing at him saying, look, you're not wearing any clothes. They're moving around now, and he is doing a lovely job of befuddling the opposition. He's got a good idea that they've all gone top. They've gone up the top to try and spot him, drop down upon him, and give him the veritable death from above. But he's not going to have any of it. He's got 3 loads of love in the cannon, 400 alpha each. He's only going to need 2 of them. Oh, couldn't have asked for a better entry. Look at that. 1 and then 2. And J-Bob, unfortunately, champion of the people, goes down. He's going a full reload here because the E75 is not up top. There he is. He's down on the bottom. Ottoman underscore 215. Love a good Ottoman myself. Looking for one for the lounge room, maybe later in the week. 20 seconds left, the grill says. Our grill on the green team is doing nothing but giving good advice and being a, oh, look at this, on the move. No worries, no problems. The fish god has it under control. Let's have a look at the stats, please. Go bring up the stats if you could, producer. That'd be wonderful. The man there in the soundproof booth, if you could just throw them on the screen right now. Was that many damages? That was all the damages. 7,229 damage in the T57 Heavy. Absolute rip snorter of a game. 5 kills. And Card 00, the wonderful grill from the other team, got sat down pretty hard there at the end. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Thank you so much for watching. We have Subs Replay Sunday coming up tomorrow. There will be a Know Your Nasties Heavy video. If you haven't already, there is a new channel that I'm running, Bushka on Boats. Quite converse to what some have been calling it, which is Bushka on Blokes. I don't have any problems whatsoever with a little bit of love and affection for my fellow man, but it is not Bushka on Blokes. It is Bushka on Boats. It's hard to believe that that was ever a thought. I'd love to see a channel though. Bushka on Blokes just sounds, I could comment on blokes, I could talk about the style of blokes, the way I can see they're bald all the way from over here, that kind of stuff. But no, it's Bushka on Boats. It is a lovely link on the side of the main channel there. Click on it and subscribe. I'm throwing up some boat stuff over the next few days. I've got a great game in the Edinburgh, a place I went to in Scotland with Mrs. Bushka, who is obviously currently out of action and won't be travelling to Scotland anytime soon with that nasty ankle break. See you tomorrow, boys and girls. Until next time, look after your families, be nice to your mum, and stay safe on the battlefield.